So preparing an onion slide. So I'll give you all a little piece of onion, and the trick is to get just the thinnest layer possible. So you try and just get the outside layer. So you might just need your fingers and sort of just break it off. And as you peel it, you want that. Oh, that's not very good. That sort of thin bit there. That's actually big enough. I could use that one, but just for the video, I'll try and get a bigger one so you can kind of see. It's always hard when you're video there. Perfect. Not working. Okay, here's one. Okay, so that one's ripped off nicely, so it's nice one layer thick. Okay. So you don't actually need much. So you'll grab some scissors and just cut off a piece of that. I feel like I'm in thumbs at the moment. Okay, so you just want a piece sort of similar to that size, maybe even smaller. And I'm just going to put it in one of these wells. Because I'm going to stain it. The trick is not to get it all folded up and messy. The stain I'm going to use is methylene blue, and this is for highlighting. It stains the nucleus. Okay, so open it up, put a couple of drops of methylene blue in there, and leave that for about 10 seconds. And that's going to stain the nucleus, so that brings it up so it's nice and easy to see. Sometimes you can actually see the nucleus, or you can actually see the nucleus without staining it, but just staining it just brings it out, makes it, highlights it a lot more. There's other stains that you can use for other things, and I'll go through those on the board later. So there's stains that can highlight the cytoplasm, there's stains that can highlight the cell walls, there's stains that you can use for red blood cells, etc. So I'm just going to rinse this out a couple of times. So once it's sort of stained, just rinse it a few times. Try and get the stain out of it as much as possible. And then grab your slide. Can someone grab me a slide and a cover slip from over there? I've already used one. Thank you. And then once you've got your sample, place it onto your cover slip, and now's the tricky part, because you've got to make sure there's no folds in it and it's just one cell layer thick.
Oh, this is no folds.
It's got to be flat.
It's got to be flat. Thank you. That's better terminology. So this is probably the trickiest bit, making sure you've got a nice flat sample. Okay, so manipulate it so it's as flat as possible. Then put probably two drops of water on top. 1, 2. And then you get your cover slip. Did you bring me a cover slip? Sorry. That's alright. Okay, so with your cover slip, which is the top, which is the bottom? Ta-da! Just perfect. That's exactly what not to do. Okay, so we'll clean that up then. So what I do is I put one side in the water and I just gently lower it down. The reason you do that is because you don't want air bubbles in there, so you want it laid down gently so you end up with no air bubbles in there over the actual sample itself. Okay, and then that's ready to view under the microscope. Remember, the steps that we saw in the video. Basically turn on your light, place it into the stage. First thing you do is you use your low power objective lens. So move it into position. Use your low power objective lens. What I generally do is, so you're not winding up into the lens, I start off with it as high as possible with the small lens, and then to focus it, I just wind down. So you lock down and you wind down until it's in focus. And that's the scanning one. So move to a section of your sample where there's no folds or air bubbles or anything like that. And then move to the next objective lens, which was the 10. So that's my 10 times there, so I'm going to move that around. You can focus it again using either the coarse, you can still use the coarse one for that one. Focus it again. Alright, once you've got it in focus, move it to the highest magnification, which is 40. So we've got 40 times 10, so then your total magnification is 400 times. And then you focus that using the fine magnification, and you should be away ready to draw up your cells. Okay, thank you.